Hey everybody, I am out here watering my plants and being barefoot in my grass and really just loving life. Serious times we're in, right? Lots and lots of things to worry about. And I just have to tell you, I have just made the choice that I'm not going to suffer. And I know that sounds maybe Pollyanna-ish to some people, but suffering really is a choice. We may not get a choice about a lot of things in our life. And, we don't really have, well, we do actually have a choice about whether we get sick or not, but that's a separate video. But let's say you get stricken with something unexpected. That seems like an uncontrollable circumstance, but you actually have more of a vote on how much suffering ensues based on the things that you think about and the things that you surround yourself with. So we can be sick and surround ourselves with a lot of very easy to acquire comforts and maybe comfort food and maybe some trashy television and just kind of totally giving ourselves the excuse or the permission to just not really take care of yourself because you're already miserable. And I would say that a different experience could be had if you just made the conscious choice that you don't want to suffer. And, this is going all the way back to Buddhism. The suffering is completely a choice. Suffering is a mindset. Suffering is a willingness to continue to feel bad. And sometimes the feeling bad is so overpowering that that's really all that you can see and feel. That's why surrounding yourself with high vibration options is your best defense. And by high vibration, I mean things that are peaceful, things that are wholesome, things that make you happy. Not things that drain your energy or make you feel obligated or guilty or ashamed or angry or frustrated. So it's really just kind of like this continuum of your own individual chosen set point and the things that naturally gather around you based on that set point. So like the way that you live, the way that you care for yourself or fail to care for yourself, the kinds of people that show up in your life, and where you spend your time and energy. Like, are you still locked in a job that you hate? And I know that jobs are a pretty sensitive topic right now. I mean, I myself, I'm a massage therapist. The state of Virginia said that we can't work until things really calm down with this pandemic. So, I'm one of those who are really being directly affected financially by what's going on in the world. But I don't mind this. I know it's going to pass. And I also love what I do so much that it doesn't even occur to me that I should be doing something else right now. Now, if I need to, I will find other ways to generate income for myself. But I am never, ever going to abandon the healing work that I'm doing because I know how perfect it is for my expression of divinity. And doing the work that I do in the world is allowing me to be my best self because I want to be. It just pulls it out of me, just like the sun and the rain pull the flowers up out of the ground. So when you're living in alignment with your own core vibrational desire, meaning I really want to be happy and I do not want to suffer, I've understood that I need to gather around me so much beauty and so much ease and so much alignment that everywhere I look in my lawn and all over my house, it's something beautiful and something that I love and that makes me happy. And so even when I don't feel well, I have so many other things to help me feel better, rather than being stuck in a life that doesn't really feel good or maybe even feels crappy. And then once I get sick, once something really happens to stop me in my tracks, I'm not stuck in this pit, okay? So I'm going to show you a little bit about what makes me so happy. I'm going to get down here at eye level. And, it's a little bit wild. But this is part of my front yard, and a lot of things are going to be blooming soon. And this is one of the places where I come to calm myself down, where I come to just sit and appreciate. I have tried to allow and create and intend so much diversity in this spot that it's almost like being in the forest or the jungle, where there is just simply so much happening that every single plant, every single place that you look is telling a different story. And that makes me very, very happy. And I have long and deep relationships with these plants, particularly this big old sage plant. It's been here for 7 years. And before that, it was in a pot with me in the house for like 3 or 4 years. I brought it from New York City. And here it is, flourishing and offering nutrition and beautiful aroma and just healing the land. And this is one of my bird baths. It's one of my favorite things. I love this plate so much that I can't even bear to have it inside. I have to share it with the birds and the bees. And every time I walk past my front lawn and walk past this area, it just makes me happy. It reminds me of every beautiful blue ocean I've ever been in. It reminds me of the Caribbean. And I've got a couple catnips planted back here that will get big. And Baby Friday has already made this one of her spots. I have another bird bath and another little holly bush. So if you were having kind of a difficult day today, I hope that made you happy. And I hope it gave you some simple inspiration for a suggestion of how you can make yourself happier and feel better. It's our obligation to just always be trying to raise our own personal vibration, not trying to steal it or piggyback on somebody else's vibration. So I'm just inviting you to ask yourself, where can I be more happy and less miserable? And just make one simple change, and it's going to affect everything else. Be well, everyone. Namaste.